In 1988, two unemployed friends, Kees Polavin with a PhD in mineralogy and Shark Soltani with a PhD in soil chemistry, embarked on something entirely unrelated to their backgrounds and experience. As a result of a temporary shortage of professional employment opportunities, they turned to the world of business for their livelihoods. As a first venture, they opened a small specialty tea shop in a strip mall in Calgary suburb, but it was an immediate financial failure due to their lack of business experience. This didn't discourage them and they went in for a second try. An acquaintance of them found out that two businesses were up for sale. One was a pizza place and the other a burger joint. The burger eatery asked for half as much as the pizza outlet. Ultimately, they ended up purchasing the burger and because of limited resources. When they took possession of the restaurant, it was in extremely poor condition. Even on the best day, sales were not sufficient to cover the expenses. They cleaned up the place at night for a few months. Almost every night, they renovated the counters, floors, and walls without shutting down the business or reducing the hours of operation. As someone who had no experience in the food industry, the only sensible thing to do was to serve quality food at a price everyone could afford. They served low-cholesterol French fries, vegetarian burgers, and their classic meat burger. They began hearing more and more encouraging remarks from their customers during the next year or so as sales slowly increased. Comments such as "great burgers" to sometimes "best in town" or even "best burger I have ever eaten." Their vegetarian burger was so good that it was promoted in the Calgary Herald as the real skinny on fast food. They were also mentioned on CBC Radio in 1989. People started to come to their shop to try the food themselves after listening to a flattering CBC review. This was very encouraging because this was the first time a food commenter raved about their food. In the next 2 years, Burger Inn's business grew steadily. The situation was so promising that they were compelled to move into a much larger facility across the street, but it proved to be a fatal decision. They almost went out of business due to an extremely high cost of rent and overhead along with an unjust and ruthless landlord. Despite the disappointment, they didn't give up. Once their lease expired, they moved back to the original building, to which now Burger Inn Restaurants has 2 locations in Calgary, one on 4th Street Southwest and another on Bow Trail Southwest. We got a chance to talk to Kees Polavin, who was one of the 2 friends who purchased the Burger Inn and is now the sole owner of it. Kees' business partner is not involved in Burger Inn anymore. However, they are still friends and keep in touch. Kees Polavin is Persian and born in Iraq. He was amongst the top students in Iraq, which got him a scholarship and gave him the opportunity to study overseas. He got his bachelor's degree in earth sciences from the University of Pennsylvania. After graduating, he got a job at an multinational oil company in the United States. In 1974, he moved to Calgary and got his PhD in mineralogy, which took 2 years. Kees grew up with 3 siblings. He is the only one who went for higher education. There are no entrepreneurs or business owners among his family and friends. When Kees and his friend decided to start a business, Kees wanted to get into the restaurant business because of the ease of cooking. He learned how to cook from both his mother and father at a young age. Initially, he didn't know that location can have a positive or a negative impact on the business. Therefore, they did not intentionally choose to open the restaurant in that particular location, just happened to be located on 4th Street. However, he now understands that 4th Street showcases various cultures through art, restaurant, shopping centers, and entertainment. It is known to be the central hub of the community, exuding a young hip vibe, attracting people from all parts of Calgary, making it a great place to create a stronger bond with the community. He added, "One of the good things about opening the business on 4th Street is the parking lot. There are many spots available for free parking for customers 24/7. The parking spots are crucial for the business because it is a fast food shop where you sit down to eat and enjoy the experience." Burger Inn has never been heavily advertised through commercials, billboards, or social media as it requires a lot of capital which Kees and his partner didn't have. Word of mouth has always been the main source of advertisement other than promotion through radio and newspaper. COVID-19 pandemic, like most businesses, has affected Burger Inn. The revenue has taken a substantial fall. Kia's had to lay off many employees and has taken their positions to cut down the costs and keep the business running. There are very few regular customers and absolutely no new customers, says Kies. However, he is optimistic that with vaccine rolling and lifting of lockdown, the number of customers will rise. Kies is planning to start franchising more in Calgary and observe their performance. If the new franchises are up to Kies' expectations, he will franchise internationally. Burger Inn is a great place on 4th Street if you are looking to get some great quality food at a very reasonable price. Make sure to visit it someday.